After opening your template file, this should be what you see in a Office Word um, application program. The first thing you might notice is that it's opened in protective view, and so we have to enable editing. So we're going to click on that button called Enable Editing. That will take us to our template, and as you can see, we have a heading line with a horizontal ruler line or rule line below it, and the 2, which is the first line of the memo that we want to create. The information below that, use this template to create your business memo, delete this message before you begin, needs to be deleted. The quickest and easiest way to delete multiple text or text on a line is to go to the left margin, and if you notice when you're in your left margin, your cursor changes to an open arrow. Click next immediately to the left of that line, which selects that entire line, and I'm going to press the delete key on my keyboard, and it will delete that line of text. Now the next thing we need to remember for our memo is that when we want to add the name of the person that this memo is going to, we want to space over, and we want all of those items that we're going to put in our heading to be lined up evenly. So we need to set our tab. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set a tab. The quickest and easiest way to set your tab is to use the little button up here to the left of your ruler line. So your ruler line should be at the top of your screen. If for some reason you do not see a ruler line at the top of your window, you can go in and click on the View tab at the top of your ribbon, and you will see that there is a Show Group. Each of the areas on your ribbon are called groups, and they're labeled at the bottom. This is the Show Group, and there's the ruler line. So if I click that, it turns off the ruler. Click it again, it turns them back on. So if your rulers aren't there, that's how you get them. I'm going to go back to my Home tab, which is where you usually will start working from. And this is going to be a left aligned tab, and I want it to be at 1 inch. So all I have to do is put my cursor on that 1 inch mark, click once, and it sets a left aligned tab at that location. So all I have to do now is press my tab key on the keyboard, and it tabs over to the location that I want my tab to go to. Now, one of the things you can choose in a memo, unless your business has a preference, is you can either single or double space the heading. So I'm going to put a double spacing, so I'm going to press my Enter key an extra time at the end of the name that I'm writing my memo to. I'm going to key the word from and then hit my tab key, and because I set my tab up here, it's going to always line up, so all my names are going to be even. And of course, now I'm going to put my name on the from line, and I'm going to press the Enter key once, and then I'm going to press it one more time, and I'm going to enter the date. Now I'm going to show you how to insert the current date at this point. To do that, I'm going to go to the Insert tab, and then on the right hand side of the ribbon there is a text group. Now because of the size of the window that we're looking at on mine, you don't see that it says it, but in yours it will say Insert Date and Time if you've got your screen maximized. So I'm going to click on Insert Date and Time, and it's going to come up with today's date. So I'm going to go down, and generally speaking, when we're working in business, we like to see the month, day, year. If your business has a different method, then use whatever you're asked to use. But I'm going to select the formatting of my date and click OK, and that automatically inserts today's date onto my document. So I don't have to worry about looking at a calendar, looking up the date, and then keying it. All I had to do was insert and then go to date and time. Again, I'm going to hit enter and I'm going to double space here, so I'm going to press it again, and then we want to put in subject. Now this is open to personal preference. You can either put in the word subject or RE for what you want to have as your heading on that subject line. We're going to key subject because it's very easy to understand. And so we're going to say that we are writing a memo about new application forms. That concludes the portion of the memo creating the heading at the top of your document in the template that was previously created. And we're going to continue our memo in the next video.